When it comes to the dazzling yet dangerous world of Turkish celebrities, few names dominate the headlines like CanYaman. His rise from a charming young lawyer-turned-actor in Istanbul to one of the most internationally recognized stars has been nothing short of meteoric. Italy claims him as its adopted son, Spain adores him, and Latin America has placed him on the same pedestal as Hollywood's brightest names. His face sells magazines, his charisma fuels talk shows, and his romances, whether real or rumored, set social media on fire. But while Can has grown used to being at the center of attention, nothing could have prepared him for the current storm. Because this time, the whispers aren't just about a fling or a casual date. This time, the headlines scream of hidden truths, shocking betrayals, and a mysterious woman who refuses to stay in the shadows, Sara Bluma. From the very first moment Sara's name appeared next to Can's, fans were divided. Who was she? Where did she come from? And more importantly, what did she mean to him? For months, the public assumed their bond was nothing but a fleeting rumor, a smokescreen to distract the media, maybe even a PR move. But then came the undeniable signs. Paparazzi shots of them appearing in the same cities, Instagram posts that seemed to mirror each other, likes and comments that hinted at something more intimate than friendship. Fans began to connect the dots, and soon a picture emerged of a relationship far deeper than either Sara or Can had ever admitted. Still, both of them kept silent. No denials. No confirmations. Just silence, and in the world of fame, silence often speaks louder than words. Now, insiders are finally breaking that silence. They claim the connection between Sara and Can is not new. In fact, it stretches back far longer than anyone realized. Hidden phone calls, private dinners, late-night meetings carefully tucked away from the paparazzi, all of it paints a picture of a bond that was never meant for public eyes. These weren't accidents or coincidences. This was a love story carefully concealed, a secret that both were determined to protect at any cost. But why hide it? Why build walls of secrecy if their relationship was pure and real? That's where the story takes its most dramatic turn. According to whispers from those close to them, Sara carried secrets of her own, truths she was terrified to expose. Some say she feared the wrath of Can's obsessive fanbase, who are known for their passion and, at times, their hostility toward any woman linked to him. Others suggest that Sara's own past relationships, her own vulnerabilities, and her own public image were at stake. To reveal herself as CanYaman's partner wasn't just to embrace love, it was to invite judgment, envy, and hatred on a scale she wasn't ready for. The revelation of these hidden truths set social media ablaze. Hashtags like #SaraandCan, #SecretShock, and #ForbiddenLove trended worldwide. Fans began dissecting every move, every post, every clue that had once gone unnoticed. A casual dinner photo from 2 years ago suddenly took on new meaning. A smile captured at an event was now evidence. The internet transformed into a courtroom, and Sara and Can were the defendants, their every gesture used as proof of guilt or innocence. For Can, the scandal was a direct hit to his carefully cultivated image. For years, he has been seen as a man of integrity, someone who wears his emotions openly, someone who embodies passion and truth. But now, his silence and his secrecy cast shadows over that reputation. Was he protecting Sara, shielding her from the brutal glare of fame? Or was he protecting himself, afraid of how the truth might destroy the golden image that had taken years to build? And for Sara, the storm has been relentless. Her social media accounts became battlegrounds, with fans demanding answers, trolls leaving cruel comments, and self-appointed detectives piecing together her past. Every friendship she had, every caption she ever wrote, every city she ever visited was suddenly up for public debate. Old photos resurfaced, timelines were reconstructed, and the narrative became darker by the day. Screenshots circulated of her allegedly being in the same place as Can during times he claimed to be working. Were these coincidences? Or were they proof of a hidden love affair stretching back years? But perhaps the most shocking element of all is not that Sara and Can may have shared a secret bond. It's what that bond represents. According to insiders, their relationship blurred lines between friendship, loyalty, and love. People close to Can, even those in his inner circle, were allegedly left in the dark. The discovery of this secret left not only fans stunned but also friends who felt betrayed, excluded, and misled. In their world, where trust is already a fragile thing, this revelation hit like a bomb. Still, some defend the secrecy. They were protecting something fragile, one anonymous friend reportedly said. They weren't hiding because they were guilty. They were hiding because they were scared of losing what they had. And that, perhaps, is the cruel irony. In trying to protect their bond, they may have exposed it to even greater danger. What makes the scandal even bigger is how the European press reacted. In Italy, Can's adopted home, glossy magazines ran full-page spreads. Il segreto di Can Sara screamed one cover. Spanish outlets debated whether this was a love story or a betrayal. Turkish tabloids speculated endlessly about what Demet Özdemir, Can's former on-screen partner, might think of the situation. The media circus was global, and there was no escaping it. Meanwhile, paparazzi intensified their hunt. Every move Can made in Rome was followed, every dinner reservation noted, every car he stepped into photographed. One grainy shot allegedly showed Sara leaving a building minutes after Can had been seen entering. The photo wasn't crystal clear, but in gossip, clarity isn't required, suspicion is enough. Fans themselves became detectives. Online forums shared theories by the hour. Some posted flight records, pointing out that Sara and Can had been in Paris at the same time last year. Others discovered matching backgrounds in Instagram photos, suggesting they had been in the same private villa, even though they had never posted pictures together. Whether these were coincidences or not, they fed the narrative, and the narrative fed the scandal. The most heartbreaking reactions came from fans who felt betrayed. For them, Can wasn't just an actor. He was a symbol of passion, honesty, and romance. If he lied about this, one fan wrote, "What else has he lied about?" Others defended him passionately, "He's human. He deserves to love whoever he wants. The world has no right to judge." And so the debate rages on. Was this truly a forbidden love, a scandal that shattered trust? Or was it simply two people trying to protect something fragile from a world too cruel to understand? The truth may never be fully known, but one thing is certain, the hidden truth between Sara Bluma and CanYaman has finally been exposed. And in that exposure, their world has changed forever. The silence cannot last. Every day that passes without a statement adds fuel to the fire. Fans wait, the press waits, and critics sharpen their knives. CanYaman faces the toughest decision of his career, not on screen, but in real life. Does he confirm? Does he deny? Or does he remain silent, knowing that silence itself has become the loudest answer of all? One way or another, the truth has shaken their world. Whether this ends in heartbreak, reconciliation, or even a love story strong enough to survive the storm, nothing will ever be the same again. And the eyes of millions remain fixed on them, waiting for the next move in a drama that feels more real, and more shocking, than anything CanYaman has ever acted on screen.